Hey, this is Jared Bradford. This is my Wiki Assignment number 7. And for my Wiki Assignment, I watched Channel 12 WJTV, I believe it's called. Yes, on Wednesday night. No, I watched Tuesday night. Excuse me. Anyway, and I'm just go down the list here. So they started off with a hit and run story, which was covered by, well, first of all the stories were covered by Byron Brown, who was a black male, and Linda Allen, a white female. I couldn't find their ages, but they looked to be about both mid-30s, I'll say. So the first segment before the first set of commercials, they started with a hit and run story, and they were talking over a graphic with multiple reports, with multiple people, like multiple interviews within the graphic. And after that, they went to attempted kidnapping, and Byron Brown was, no, he was the only one talking on that one, and he was just talking over a graphic too. Then after that, they went to a story about a doctor that got in trouble. I can't remember exactly what he got in trouble with, because they were going extremely fast with their story. They about like 15-20 seconds each story. And Linda Allen covered that. It was a white doctor, and she just talked while a picture of the doctor was on TV. Then Byron Brown covered a house fire. They really just showed a little short video of the house fire, and he was just talking over it. That was only 11 seconds. After that, they went to the weather, which was 25 seconds long, and it was covered by Tony Maestro, a white male, about mid-30s himself. After he was done with the weather, Linda Allen did a story, talked on the story about the ceasefire getting in the iPhone this year, and that was just her talking over a graphic, explaining the little plan for the iPhone, and a few taped interviews. That actually was 1 minute and 11 seconds long, which is probably the longest segment they had. After that, Byron Brown talked about Judge Christie. Then after that again, they went back to Linda Allen. She talked about campaign 2011. Then after that, Linda Allen talked again about eminent domain. I'm not sure exactly what that was. Again, they went pretty fast. I tried to write as much as I can. I couldn't go back either because I don't have a VCR. But anyway, she just talked over a video package. Then after that, Byron Brown talked about a new Toyota factory that was being built, and they just showed a little pictures / videos of where the land where they're building it. Then Byron Brown talked about a new well that's being built also. That was just a tape, him talking over a little tape segment. And then after that, Linda Allen talked about Mistletoe Marketplace, which is some sort of holiday thing that they do. It's Channel 12 does in conjunction with other areas or businesses. Then they went to their first commercial break, which had a commercial for a Channel 12 mobile app, a commercial about voting on, basically just voting for anything, I think it was. Then a Wendy's commercial, a Phil Bryant commercial, then a Vote No to Initiative 26 commercial, another Wendy's commercial, and then WJTV.com. That was the last commercial. So after that, they came back and went back into the weather again. And then Linda Allen started talking about how the stocks plunged, and she's talking over a video of this New York Stock Exchange, I think it was. Then they started talking about the Michael Jackson trial, and it was Byron Brown and Linda Allen talking over a video, basically showing the courthouse Then Linda Allen started talking over an airport explosion that happened in O'Hare, Chicago, and it was just her talking over a video at the airport. Then Byron Brown started talking over a dash. He was talking about the next segment after that was a train crash rescue that he was talking with him talking over the dash cam video. Then they went into commercial break again. They had a Channel 12 commercial, a commercial about Planned Parenthood being exposed and and trying to urge people to vote on yes on 26. Then a SafeLink commercial, a Mazio's pizza commercial, and then a Channel 12 crime tracker ad. After that, they went into the sports, and Jason Hurst covered all the sports, and it was just him talking over highlights and a few interviews for every segment. That's about all it was. And he talked about LSU versus Alabama, Southern Miss playing for first place in their conference, I believe, not in the country. I hope not. Anyway, versus East Carolina. And they talked about the SWAC player of the week, which is the quarterback of Jackson State, Casey Theriot. I think that's how you say his name. And then kicking away. And then there was a segment about a kid that was fighting off cancer in high school. And all the segments were about 10 seconds long, except the segment about cancer, which was called Kicking Away Cancer, which was a minute long. And after that, they had a commercial break again. And they talked about Commissioner Mike Cheney had a little ad for him to be voted on again. Then a McRib commercial, a Belk commercial, and a Steve Simpson Attorney General commercial. So then they came back and they had some breaking news on an accidental shooting, and they had a video of the scene of the crime. And it was Byron Brown and Linda Allen talking over the video again. Then after that, they had... Actually, after that, I'm not sure if they went into commercial break or not again, but I had some more commercials, but they were just Mistletoe Marketplace commercials again, and a YoPlay commercial, and a Channel 12 Mistletoe Marketplace commercial that was specifically geared towards Channel 12. Then they had the weekend forecast, and pretty much the show ended after that. I saw the station's logo like 20 times. Every time they talked about something, the station's logo popped up. The television station is owned by Media General, but the network that the station's broadcast over, I believe, is CBS. I might have that backwards. But those are the two basically owners of the stations. I know Media General owns 3 different other stations. They own WHLT, WKRG TV, and WVIM. The news director is Rick Russell, and he basically has final say over everything, and it's his vision that's being seen by the viewers. I didn't only really differences in the length of the stories I seen was the ones that were local stories. They talked about more, like the hit and run and the ceasefire story, and the story about the kid that had cancer in high school. They were all local. Other than that, pretty much they took about 12 seconds to talk about. Like some of the other local stuff, they only took about 15-20 seconds to talk about, and then they just moved away from it. And do I believe the newscast served the public good? To a certain extent, they serve the public good, but it depends on what they're showing. They serve the public good when they being objective instead of being biased. When they're being biased, they don't serve the public any good because they're just trying to show what they want you to see. And when they're being objective, they showing something that everybody needs to know. So, and there weren't any PSAs, and that's pretty much it. So that's my Wiki Assignment video thingy for number 7, and I'll do another video next time.